All right, so I want to show you exactly what I would do if I was a brand new real estate agent. I didn't have any money and I needed to make $10,000 a month as soon as I possibly could. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go through all the details. Of course, if you have questions about anything that we're covering, a lot of the stuff that I'm going to mention is going to be in the links in the description. So you can check that out if you want. And you can always ask me questions in the comments and I will get back to you and we can go back and forth on whatever questions you have. So let me share my screen and let's jump right into it. So let's first talk about lead generation and what I would do from that perspective. Here, I'll blow this up so you guys can see that even a little bit better. All right, perfect. So we often talk about here on the channel different lead generation strategies. There are only 6, so you don't have to overcomplicate this too much, right? There's your sphere of influence. There's unpaid direct outbound. Well, let me go back to sphere of influence. That's fine. That's not going to be my focus right now because if I'm a brand new real estate agent and I need money as quickly as possible, I don't know about you, but I mean, it's probably pretty rare for you to have enough people that you know that are buying and selling a house right now, this second. Long term, for sure, we're going to focus on that. Have a ton of videos on the channel talking all about that. But for the purposes of what we're talking about in this video, I'm not going to really focus on that too much, okay? Unpaid direct outbound. This is where we're going directly to the consumer. We're going to come back to that in just a second. I'm not going to focus on unpaid direct inbound because that's just going to take too long. So when we're talking about unpaid direct inbound, we're talking about making content specifically on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. That's just going to take too long to build an audience where I can monetize that and start making enough money for it to make sense right away. Long-term, phenomenal strategy. You can start a blog, you can start an email newsletter. It just takes too long if I need to make money right now. Paid direct outbound, too expensive, right? So if I needed money right now and I didn't have any money, that would assume that I didn't have money to invest to go out there and buy leads from Zillow or Realtor.com or Google pay-per-click or any of those avenues where I could buy leads, I could call those leads, I can convert those leads. It's going to be too expensive and also it's going to take too long. So the average conversion on those is about 6 to 9 months to get one conversion. I need to make money as quickly as possible. Referral partners, same thing. It's just going to take too long for me to go out there and build relationships with CPAs and attorneys and financial planners. It's just going to take too long for me to get those relationships established if I need money now. And then direct paid inbound, it's just way, way out of my budget. So we're talking about radio, billboards, things of that nature where you're getting the phone to ring. Huge, big marketing, advertising budgets, direct mail campaigns, just way too expensive, and that takes way too long. So we're going to focus. This is exactly what I would do. I would focus on the strategy being unpaid direct outbound, okay? Now, specifically, what we're talking about, let's go on to number 2, which is our lead generation tactics. Specifically, what I'm talking about here, if I had to make money as fast as possible, I would be door knocking for sale by owners. And I'm going to show you tactically exactly how we're going to do all of that and how the numbers break down in just a second. So, of all the different things I could do from a lead generation strategy, it would be unpaid direct outbound because I don't have any money. So I've got to use my time because I don't have any money to invest. So I've got to invest my time. How I would spend that time is not even calling for sale by owners. It would be going and visiting them in person, knocking on their door if I had to make money, if I had a huge need to make money and I didn't have any. I would offer, now here's the strategy, right? So I would offer to be their backup plan. What I mean by that specifically is when I approach the for sale by owner and I'm having a conversation with that for sale by owner, it's not that it's not that we don't want to convert the listing right away. It's just the likelihood of that happening probably isn't very high. And so we're going to talk more about timelines in just a second. So I'm going to offer to be their backup plan. In the event that they cannot sell the home on their own, I'm going to make an offer to them to be their second option. If they can't sell on their own, then I'm going to offer to be a backup plan for them to get the property sold. And then what I'm going to do while they're in my pipeline, and we're going to break down the numbers in just a second, I'm going to actually, now listen closely, I'm going to actually help them to sell the home on their own. Brandon, what? I thought you said I want to get the listing and try to sell this and make money. I get it. I understand. This is how you beat the competition when it comes to converting for sale by owners. This is how I built my career on doing exactly what I'm showing you in this video. This is the closest thing to the law of reciprocity that we have in our business. And so this is how it works. If you go out there and you truly try and help somebody, because all of your competitors will not do that, right? They're all going to be in convince mode and try to persuade the for sale by owner that they are dumb for selling on their own and why listing with them would be so much better. And if you've tried that, you know it's very, very, very difficult to do that. So we're going to do the opposite. When your competition zigs, you're going to zag. It's one of the best business strategies that you can have when it comes to acquiring new clients. It's literally one of the best strategies you can have when it comes to acquiring new clients. And so, yes, you're going to help them sell the house on their own, truly. You're going to be their agent, serve them as their agent while they believe they don't need one, so that when the day comes and they've given up on selling the home on their own and all your competitors have burned out, you're the last agent standing. This is how you convert for sale by owners. So yes, you're going to help them with their Zillow listing and their property description. You can help them write that. You can help them with photos. You can help them with marketing. You can help them with signage. You can help them do open house events and vet out buyers on their behalf. When you approach a for sale by owner and you offer all of these things, and the for sale by owner says, well, why in the world are you doing this? It's clear. The law of reciprocity states that we've made them an offer to be their backup plan. And so that exchange of value is very authentic. Listen, I'm more than happy to try and help you sell this on your own. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I know that sometimes people are unsuccessful selling on their own. Now, Bob and Nancy, I don't know if that will be the case for you or not. But if it is, if there's a day in the future where you are unsuccessful selling your home or you want a different strategy, all that I would ask for is an opportunity to interview to sell your home. I love the opportunity to interview to earn your business. That is why I am more than happy to help you along the way. And now there's a clear exchange, because if you don't do that, then the for sale by owner gets a little skeptical. Why are you trying to do all of this for me? Now it's very, very clear. And what you're going to find is most for sale by owners are open to that. In fact, let's get into number 3, which is the numbers. So if the goal is to make $10,000 per month, okay, as an example, let's just pretend that your average sales price in your market is $450,000. All right. So if that is the case, and let's just say the average commission is 2.5% on your side of the commission, that's about $11,000. So we just need one sale per month to make this work. We just need one sale a month to make this thing work. Well, in most of your markets, especially when we get into the spring and summer months, you're probably going to get about 2 for sale by owner opportunities in your market per day. So if you check on Zillow, you probably see 1, 2, 3, 4, something in that range pop up every single day as a fresh new for sale by owner. Well, that's 60 per month. All right. Now here is what I call the FSBO conversion funnel. Here's exactly how it works. You should be able to get in conversation with about 70% of them. Now, you might even find that this is higher if you're going to really focus on door knocking, but through door knocking, calling, texting, private messaging on Facebook, you should be able to contact 70% of the 60 for sale by owners that hit the market every single month in your market. Okay. That means that you're going to be having a conversation with 42 for sale by owners per month. All right. Every 30 days. Now, let's talk about the quality lead conversion. What I mean by quality lead here is when you have that conversation with the for sale by owner and you ask them, listen, if you cannot sell this on your own, call it in 30, 60, 90 days, would you be totally against the idea of giving me the opportunity to earn your business? What you are going to find is about 50% of the for sale by owners say, no, listen, if we can't sell on our own, then yeah, we'd be open to that. I don't know if that'll be the case. I can't make any promises, but sure, we'd be open to that. The other 50% either say no, or they have somebody else that they would end up doing business with. So of the 42 who you actually talk to, 21 should go into your follow-up pipeline. This is when you're going to be doing some of the things that we talked about earlier, where you're going to be serving the for sale by owner, helping them to sell this thing on their own. You're a second set of eyes. You're supporting them along the way. And that typically happens for about 4 to 6 weeks, because here's what we know. Most of for sale by owner conversion happens between that time frame. So in about 30 to 45 days, you typically can get your first conversion. That is extremely quick, my friend, extremely quick when it comes to real estate conversion. There's not a lot of lead generation strategies out there in our business where in 30 to 45 days, you can convert a fresh lead into a signed listing. That's a pretty fast conversion. So what does this look like? So in that 4 to 6 week period of time, we've got 21 people inside of the pipeline. You should be able to set a listing appointment with about 30% of them throughout that 4 to 6 week period of time. Let me just take a quick drink. So that is about 6, okay? 30% of the 21 in your pipeline. You should be able to set 6 listing appointments over the next 30 to 45 days following this plan. Now, you're not going to meet with all of them, okay? Your listing appointment met conversion. So if you set 6, what we see on average is about 50% of those come to fruition. So you'll probably meet with 3. You'll sit down in person at their home or in your office with about 3. And depending on your listing presentation skills and how compelling it is and how in depth your pricing strategy is, you should be able to convert 50% of those. And lo and behold, that's about 1 to 2 listing opportunities for you per month. Going after one lead source, one strategy, spending no money on marketing, no money on advertising. This is simply you using your time, your sales skills to go out there and have conversations with one avatar, one demographic, a for sale by owner. And so if I had to do it all over again and I needed money as fast as I possibly could, it's not that I wouldn't be doing other things along the way, but this is what I'd be focusing on to get cash flow in my business as quickly as possible.